AI is taking your job. Not in 5 years. Not when the technology gets better. Right now. While you sleep. While you scroll. While you tell yourself you still have time. And here's the part that keeps you up at night. You already know this. You've seen the demos. You've watched someone build in 10 minutes what used to take you 3 days. You felt that cold drop in your stomach when you realized your skills, the ones you spent years building, are becoming worth less every single week. But you're still here, still watching videos about AI, still bookmarking articles you'll never read, still telling yourself that learning one more prompt technique will somehow save you. It won't, because everyone else is learning the same thing. I know what you do at 2 in the morning. You open your laptop. You scroll through Twitter and see another 18-year-old who just built a startup with ChatGPT and made more in a month than you made all year. You click on YouTube and watch someone explain how AI will revolutionize everything and you should get ahead of the curve. And you feel it, that weight in your chest, the one that whispers, maybe I'm already too late. You're exhausted, not from working hard, from pretending you're not terrified, from acting like you have a plan when really you're just frozen, stuck between the person you used to be and the person you have no idea how to become. You spent years getting good at something, and now it feels like none of it matters. Because here's what no one wants to say out loud. You're not afraid of AI. You're afraid that if a machine can do your work, maybe you were never that special to begin with. Maybe all those hours, all that effort, all those skills you were so proud of, maybe they were just replaceable. And that thought sits in your gut like a stone. You don't tell anyone. You don't post about it. You just carry it every single day. You watch the videos about AI because somewhere deep down, you're hoping someone will tell you it's going to be okay, that you still matter, that there's still a place for you in the world that's coming. But no one says that. They just tell you to adapt, to learn faster, to stay relevant, like you're a product on a shelf that needs to update its packaging or get thrown away. So let me tell you what they're not telling you. All this advice about adapting to AI, it's a trap. They tell you to learn prompt engineering, to use ChatGPT for your emails, to leverage AI in your workflow. They sell you courses on how to be a better AI user, how to get better outputs, how to save time, how to 10 times your productivity. And you buy it because it feels like progress, like you're doing something. But here's what's really happening. You're learning to be a better employee for a boss that doesn't need employees. You're optimizing yourself to fit into a system that's actively trying to remove you from the equation. You're not adapting. You're just becoming a more efficient version of something that's about to disappear. Let me say that again. When you learn to use AI better, you're not securing your future. You're just making it easier for AI to learn from you and then replace you. Every prompt you write teaches the system how you think. Every task you automate shows it exactly what you do. You're training your replacement and calling it career development. And here's the darker truth that no one wants to face. Most people are going to fight this. They're going to hate AI. They're going to hate the people who use it. Right now, in design communities, writing groups, artist circles, there's a war happening. People calling AI theft, calling it soulless, calling anyone who uses it a cheater. And I get it. I understand the anger. But anger doesn't pay rent. Righteousness doesn't feed your family. And while everyone else is busy being morally superior, the world is moving. Jobs are disappearing. Entire industries are being rewritten. And the people who spend their time fighting the flood instead of building a boat, they're going to drown. That's not cruel. That's just true. The world has never rewarded the people who stood on principle while refusing to see what was actually happening. It rewards the people who look at reality, cold, hard, uncomfortable reality, and make a move. And here's what reality looks like right now. AI is not going away. It's going to get better, faster, cheaper. It's going to do more of what you do. And it's going to do it without sleep, without salary, without vacation days. You can hate that. You can think it's wrong. You can wish the world was different. But wishing doesn't change what's coming. So you have a choice. You can join the people who are fighting, posting on social media about how AI has no soul, about how real art requires suffering, about how humans will always be better. You can feel good about being on the right side. Or you can do what actually works. You can look at this moment, this terrifying, world-ending moment, and see it for what it really is. Not the end of your value, the end of you pretending to be a machine. Because here's what everyone is missing. AI is not your enemy. AI is a mirror. It's showing you something you didn't want to see. For the last 10 years, maybe longer, you've been living like a robot. You optimized your morning routine. You built systems. You talked about productivity and efficiency and output. You turned yourself into a machine. And you called it success. But now, there's an actual machine. And it's better at being a machine than you ever were. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't get distracted. It doesn't have bad days. And suddenly, all that optimization, all that efficiency you were so proud of, means nothing. Because if the game is who can process information faster, you already lost. But that was never the game you were supposed to be playing. You were never supposed to compete with machines. You were supposed to do the things machines can't do, the things they'll never be able to do. Not because they lack the technology, because they lack the wound. Let me explain. AI can write a perfect essay. It can compose music. It can generate art. It can analyze data and spot patterns you'd never see. But here's what it can't do. AI can generate 1 million paintings, but it will never make the one your daughter painted for you. The one you keep because it's the only one of its kind in the universe. A machine can make perfect, but it can't make precious. It can't write the email that makes someone cry because it saw them in a way no one else did. It can't build the thing that doesn't make sense on paper, but somehow changes everything. It can't care about something so much that it works on it for months, even though it might never make money. AI can imitate, but it can't obsess. And that's your unfair advantage. Not your speed, not your efficiency, your ability to be unreasonably human, to care about things that don't scale, to build things that break your heart, to see someone's pain and make something that speaks directly to it. The people who are going to survive, and I mean really survive, not just stay employed, are the ones who stop trying to be better machines and start being impossible to replace humans. And here's how you do that. Here's the truth that no one else will tell you. You don't fight AI. You don't ignore AI. You use AI to kill everything that was making you replaceable, so you can finally build what only you can build. Let me give you 3 ways. 3 moves that will let you not just survive, but build real wealth while everyone else is panicking. Not theory, not inspiration, actual strategy. Way 1. Use AI to murder your busy work, then use the time to build what machines would never waste energy on. Here's what most people do. They use AI to do their job faster. They automate the emails, speed up the research, generate the first drafts. And then they just do more work. More emails, more projects, more tasks. They take the 20 hours they saved and fill it with 20 more hours of the same thing. That's not leverage. That's just a faster hamster wheel. Here's what you're going to do instead. You're going to use AI to completely eliminate every single task that doesn't require you to be you. Every report that follows a template, AI writes it. Every email that's just professional small talk, AI handles it. Every piece of research that's just summarizing existing information, AI does it in 3 minutes. But here's the part that matters. You don't fill that time with more tasks. You use it to build something that makes no logical sense. Something weird, something personal. Something that a machine would never prioritize because it doesn't optimize for anything measurable. Let me tell you why this matters. AI is trained on patterns. It looks at millions of examples and finds the average, the most common, the most efficient path between 2 points. That's its strength. But it's also its prison. AI will never waste 6 months building something that might not work. It will never obsess over a tiny detail that no one asked for. It will never create something just because it has to exist, even if there's no market for it. Machines optimize. Humans obsess. Your unfair advantage is not being better at the things AI is good at. It's being willing to do the things AI would never choose to do. The passion project that doesn't make sense. The creative risk that might fail. The thing you make just because you can't stop thinking about it. Because here's what happens. That weird thing you built, that thing that didn't fit into any category, that's the thing people remember. That's the thing they share. That's the thing that makes them say,
I don't know what this is, but I've never seen anything like it. And in a world where AI can make everything look professional and polished and perfect, the weird thing, the human thing, is the only thing that stands out. So automate everything that doesn't need your soul. Then pour your soul into the thing that AI would never touch. Way 2. Learn to speak to the wound, because AI can only speak to the brain. AI can write you a great Instagram caption. It can draft a compelling sales email. It can generate a blog post that hits all the SEO keywords and keeps people reading. But here's what it can't do. It can't write the sentence that makes someone stop scrolling because they feel seen for the first time in months. It can't say the thing that cuts through all the noise and lands right in the center of someone's secret fear. It can speak to the brain, but it can't speak to the wound. Let me show you what I mean. AI is trained on billions of pieces of content. It learns patterns. It learns what works. It learns the structure of a good story, a persuasive argument, an emotional appeal. But it's always pulling from the average, from what usually works, from what most people say. And that means it sounds like everyone else. Professional, polished, safe. It sounds like a very smart person trying very hard to connect with you. But it doesn't sound like someone who's been where you are, who's felt what you feel, who knows exactly what you're afraid to say out loud. That's where you come in. Your unfair advantage is not writing better than AI. It's writing from the place AI has never been, the place where you were broken. Here's how you do this. Stop asking AI to write your content. Start using AI to handle everything else so you have time to write the content that actually matters. Sit down. No prompts, no tools. Just you and the page. And ask yourself, what's the thing I'm ashamed of? What's the fear I don't tell anyone? What's the moment I failed so hard I didn't talk about it for years? Then write that. Raw, messy, true. Don't clean it up. Don't make it professional. Let people see the blood on the page. Because here's what happens when you do that. People stop. In a feed full of AI-generated content that all sounds the same, your words feel different. They feel real. They feel like someone finally said the thing they've been thinking, but were too scared to admit. And when someone feels seen like that, really seen, they don't just remember you, they need you. They'll pay you, follow you, trust you. Not because you're perfect, because you were brave enough to not be. AI can imitate pain. It can reference struggle. It can write sentences that sound deep. But it can't bleed. And people can tell the difference. So let AI write the LinkedIn posts and the email sequences and the product descriptions. You write the thing that makes people feel less alone. That's not just content, that's connection. And connection is the only thing AI will never automate. Way 3. Build wealth by becoming the bridge, not the destination. Here's the secret no one talks about. The people who get rich during a revolution don't lead the revolution. They sell supplies to both sides. Everyone right now is panicking about AI. Designers, writers, programmers, marketers, teachers. They see their jobs disappearing and they don't know what to do. Some will adapt. Most will just freeze. And that's your opportunity. Not to take advantage of them, to become the person who helps them survive. You don't need to be the best AI developer. You don't need to build the next ChatGPT. You need to be the person who can take this terrifying, complicated thing and explain it in a way that makes someone who's scared feel like they can actually handle it. Think about it. Right now, there are millions of people who know they need to learn AI, but have no idea where to start. They're overwhelmed, confused, afraid they're too old or too far behind, or not technical enough. And what do they need? Not another AI tool, not another technical tutorial. They need someone to hold their hand and show them they're not going to die. That's you. You become the bridge, the person who learns just enough to help people who know nothing. The person who makes the templates, writes the guides, builds the courses that take someone from "I'm terrified" to "I think I can do this." Here's how you do it. Pick one group, one industry, one type of person. Designers who are afraid AI will replace them. Small business owners who don't understand how AI could help. Writers who think AI is the enemy. Then learn everything you can about how AI impacts them specifically. Not AI in general, not the theory. How it affects their actual daily work. Then build something that helps them. A course on how designers can use AI without losing their creativity.
A template library for AI prompts that actually work for e-commerce. A guide on how writers can use AI to handle the boring parts so they can focus on the writing that matters. You're not selling AI, you're selling clarity. You're selling the feeling of not being left behind. You're selling hope in a package they can actually use. And here's why this works. People don't buy information, they buy transformation. They buy the feeling of being safe when everything feels dangerous. You're not just teaching them about AI, you're giving them a map when they're lost in the dark, and they will pay anything for that map. This is how you build wealth in the AI era. Not by being the smartest, not by being the fastest, by being the one who cares enough to translate. The ones who win in a revolution are never the ones leading the charge. They're the ones who see what people actually need and give it to them before anyone else does. So let me tell you what you're going to do tonight. Not tomorrow, not when you finish this video, tonight. You're going to close all the tabs. You're going to stop researching, stop bookmarking, stop preparing to prepare. And you're going to sit in the dark for 10 minutes. No phone, no music, no distraction. Just you and the quiet. And you're going to ask yourself one question. What would I build if I knew a machine could never care about it the way I do? Not what would make money, not what would get views, not what's practical or smart or safe. What would you build if the only thing that mattered was that you had to make it? Because that's the answer. That's your unfair advantage. Not a skill, not a technique. The thing you care about that makes no sense to care about. AI is going to take the jobs, all of them. The ones that can be optimized, the ones that follow patterns, the ones that are just information processing with extra steps. Let it. Because you were never supposed to be competing with machines. You were supposed to be doing the things machines look at and think, why would anyone waste energy on that? The weird thing, the personal thing, the thing that only matters because you made it. The world doesn't need another person who's good at using AI. It needs people who are so deeply, painfully, beautifully human that AI looks boring next to them. So use AI. Use it to kill the busy work. Use it to handle the things that don't need your soul. Use it to free up every hour you've been wasting on tasks a machine can do better. But then, and this is the part that matters, use those hours to make something that would make a machine ask, what's the point? Build the thing that doesn't scale. Write the thing that makes people cry. Create the thing that only exists because you couldn't stop thinking about it. That's not just how you survive. That's how you become irreplaceable. The war is already over. AI won. Now the only question is, are you going to spend the rest of your life trying to be a worse version of a machine? Or are you going to finally become the thing you were supposed to be all along? Unreasonably human. Impossibly specific. The person who makes things that don't make sense, but somehow change everything. Go sit in the dark. Ask the question. Then build the answer. The machine can do everything else, but it can't do that. Only you can.